blend it in with speed so that you can use the RPMs at a lower you know, rate. I want to work on what we call the finish line, the double, the triple, and then into that turn, and then you guys can race like out of the turn, but then I don't necessarily care too much what you do in that section. Actually, let's work on that. Let's do that section, the rhythm, and then it might just be easier to do that rhythm, but then come back around, like don't do the whoops, but come back.
We tried the bigger.
The biggest thing I want you to work on is really get the scrub and the acceleration, but the decel and the braking, like let it, like don't be scared to just, like you don't have to stop it right away. Stop it in a way that's more like where you take more, let's say more feet to slow it down. So like less brake, but let the thing roll. Then when you get to here, instead of that pause right across the top and then make it, try to go from when you have the most traction, because when you have like the brake on, you have the most traction at that point. At that point, have the point where you go from there and you commit to the back to the throttle. And you don't need to go hard back to the throttle. Think about if your mile per hour is a much faster, the throttle trace, like the throttle position, you don't have to go as aggressive because you can go back to it smoother. So then not only can you be faster, more smooth, but then when you go back to the throttle, it's smooth so that you don't not breaking the thing, you know, like work on that, especially when tracks like this. So just work on that, really aggressive on the landing, but then smooth on the braking, let it roll, and then commit to smooth off. Let it roll through the middle. Like all of you want to kind of get in, and it's almost like you come in so hard that you have to stop it, but then it stops. And then you have to, oh shit, now I gotta go, you know? Instead of stopping it, think of just letting that thing roll through the middle. And then nice and smooth off. Like, in my opinion, like this line right here, you need to be like there, and then the RPM will be lower. When you guys seat bounce that, it won't have to be like, yeah, and go high. You will be able to drive through it a little more. So let's work on that a little bit. You're all really good. Just, I want to almost back you up a little bit to smoothing out that middle part. Dirt bike, we can manipulate it in so many different ways, but in the car you literally only have 3 tools. You know, you've got the steering wheel.
5s. Your last lap, Cody, when you went single out.
Yeah. 58.5. Before.
Yeah.
Steering?
Yeah. A little bit. Let's have a goal of hitting those 58s, but hit them by being really precise. Don't go out there and go, I'm going to get a 58. I promise you the 58's not going to come. Let it come by being really precise, okay? So,
How many laps then?
4 laps.
Slipping?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if it's just how the dirt is tacky, but like when I go to click third in that rhythm, I feel it through there for sure.